In my last video I talked about the exhaust elbow, and another thing there is with this exhaust elbow is when you clamp on a stainless steel exhaust elbow, you also have the problem with the two different metal qualities, which means you have this block here that is made of aluminium, and you have the exhaust elbow made of stainless. When you clamp the two metals together, you have a problem, because the lowest worthy or what you call it metal will disappear first, and when you clamp on a very high quality stainless, then the aluminium will disappear much faster. When you just clamp on some cast iron, you have not the same very strong corrosion on the aluminium. So therefore it is also a good idea to use this cast iron instead of stainless steel. When I painted my exhaust elbow, I also cleaned my heat exchanger tube here. As you can see, it is much cleaner now, and the way I did it was I put this in some vingær, I think the name is, overnight. It is something you also use when you decalk your coffee machine and so, because most of the dirt in these heat exchanger tubes here is a kind of barnacles. So this vingær will remove basically anything. As you can see, a bit hard to see into the tube here, but it is totally clear. And the outer tubes here is also cleaned. I think it was around 2 or 3 days it was in this vingær bath. So but as you can see, it is nice and clean now, and ready to install. When the raw seawater passes the heat exchanger tube here, it runs through these two boots. There is connected to the heat exchanger thing here, and I don't know if you can see it, but in the bottom of the boot here, there is this little pipe, which means it is holding out the rubber in the boot here, so it don't collapses inside here. On the other side, where the water is running out, there's no pipe, as you can see. It is because the water is just flowing through and out here. I saw another YouTube channel called Bumps on a Boat, where they had the problem where they thought they have pressed this on too much, and then it was closing the outlet here. But I don't think it was the problem, because I can show you. When I mount these on the tube here, it will click in place in the bottom here. I don't know if you can see it, but there is this kind of groove down there. There is clicking it on, so it only goes on to a certain point. Here we have the heat exchanger tube, and then we have the boot. And when I put these two parts together, you can see it clicks, and it can't move further in here. So yeah, I can show you how. When we look into the in the bottom here, as you can see, the heat exchanger tube is keeping very nice and clear from the water outlet here, and maybe they have mounted it wrong or something, I don't know, but I can't press it further into the boot here, so yeah, it can only sit in one way. Someone has mentioned that you must change your coolant fluid when the engine is hot, because if you don't change it when it is hot, the thermostat isn't open. And yeah, in these different engines, the MD2010, 2020, 2030, 2040, there is a difference where the thermostat is located. In this engine here, the thermostat is located here in the bottom, and therefore there is also, as you can see, there's yeah, there's standing a bit of coolant. Maybe you can see it, little green stuff there. Yeah, but there's standing a bit of coolant in my system. But when the engine is running, you have this one here is closed, and when it is hot, it will of course pass through the thermostat. But before it passes through the thermostat, it runs through the pipe I have removed and into the pump, the water pump. And the water pump has access to the engine block. But right now there is of course standing some coolant in my engine block. And also why I will try to remove the little plug in the bottom there. To install the heat exchanger tube, it is just putting it in backwards. Yeah, I can try. Yeah. You just put it in the other way around, the heat exchanger tube, of course, and you just slide it in the hole here. Yeah, and like that. And yeah, when you look at the other end, you can see it is getting through here. So yeah, then I think everything is okay, like that. The persons on the YouTube channel Bums on a Boat said you must measure the length of the part that is going out here, and it must be equal on both sides. But according to my little boot thing, as you saw before, I don't think it is necessary to align it perfect. So yeah, I will try to mount. I think I will try to mount this boot first and see how it sits in here. I will of course apply some silicone grease here, so it is much easier to slide on. I have tried to align the heat exchanger tube here so it is equal in each side here and here. It is 2.4 centimeters it is going out here, and I think I will try to mount the boot there first, and yeah, I can of course move it back and then install the boot there and then just press it in so it clicks into the boot. As you can see, I have just mounted the clips here, and I will then put on the other two clips afterwards. And maybe you can see it, I have greased the inside with some silicone grease, and also greased the small thing there, and it should just slide on, as you can see, pretty easy. And yeah, I'll then press it on the little thing there. Yeah, pretty easy, as you saw. So no problem to mount these. These clips, I just span them all out like this, and I can then just put them on. So it is pretty easy. Before I mount the clips, I must of course press in the tube here, the heat exchanger tube here, and yeah, it is of course a bit hard with one hand, but you will press it in and it just slides in. As you can see, it is then clicked inside here, and as you remember before, the distance here was 2.4, and yeah, let us see, 2.3. So I think it is totally perfect. And as you can see, it can only sit on one way. You can of course turn it around, but in this case here it doesn't matter. But yeah, then it is into the boot here, and I can put on the spanners. To mount the clips, I just do this and put it on like this. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So the clips is now mounted, as you can see, and they are of course not crazy tight or anything. It is just lightly hand tight, and then I am ready to mount the other side. In the other side here, we still have this cooling pipe here. There's around 2.3 to 2.4 centimeters out here, and maybe you can see it. There's not that much space here between this one here and the generator, but you take this and just press it on, and it snaps right on, and then you just put on the clips here, and that's it. As you can see, it is a bit hard to mount these clips and this boot at the same time, because there's almost no space down here. But yeah, I try to slide it on this way here, but yeah, I will see. As you can see, there is almost no space here to slide on the clips and the boot here. But yeah, when I mounted it like this and pressed it on, it was possible to just slide it in there. So then I just need to tighten up the whole thing here. As you know, my hatch is removed, and it is a bit fun to see that there is some water here on the stairs. So yeah, I don't think my blue thing here, canvas thing, is totally waterproof, but yeah, hopefully they will mount the new hatch in a couple of weeks or so. But yeah, to gain a bit better access to my little hose project in there, I will remove the generator, and the way I do that is of course, yeah, cutting off all the power to the electrical system, and then I will remove all the cords that is connected, and I will then remove the generator here by screwing off this top bolt and the bolt in the bottom there, and then I can remove the generator. First I disconnected the yellow wire here from directly from the generator, and then I disconnected the 3 cords here on the generator, and when they are removed, I can then reach the wire in the bottom there and disconnect that. The hot wires is these 2 here that is going into the generator, and therefore I have no power on the system right now. So but it is of course very important that you don't have any power connected when you are playing with your electrical system here. So yeah, but I will remove the last one and try to loosen the bolts. The wires is now disconnected, and I will then loosen the bolt there and see if I can remove the generator. And the top bolt here is then unscrewed. Yeah, and I can then remove the generator. I have of course also removed the screw in the bottom, and the generator is removed. It was not that bad. I just took it out this way here and took it off. So it was pretty easy. I have of course put away the wires here, and I will of course check to see if there is any wires that has some power on them before I do anything. But I know this one here is also a wire with some 12 volts. So yeah, I will keep all the other wires far away from that. I have put on some electrical tape here, and yeah, to all the naked connections, so I am sure that nothing touches where it must not do. So yeah, right now I can turn on the heat again. It is beginning to get pretty cold in here. So yeah, I'll turn on the heat.